Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to solve the Rubik's Cube using the beginner's method. So let's get into it. The first step in most methods to solving the Rubik's Cube and in this beginner's method is solving the white cross. So to do this, you're going to put the white center on top and you're going to find a edge that has white on it. So I found an edge right here. It has white on it, and the first step is to get it into the bottom layer. To get this into the bottom layer, I can simply just go like this, and now it's on the bottom. The next step would be to move the white edge piece to the color that it needs to go. So this is green and white, so I'd move it to the green center. Now it's matched up, and then you're gonna move it into the top like this. Now it's part of the cross. So that seems simple enough, but what if your edge was flipped like this? What you would do instead of just moving it to the center and then just putting it up, because that would flip it. That's not right. So what you would do is move it. It doesn't really matter which way. I suggest if you have an edge on the side that isn't solved yet, move it to there, and then you're going to move it up like this, and then just move it into the cross. The last case that you could have is if you had an edge stuck in between two other solved edges. So what you would do in this case is move the edge that's stuck down, move it over so it doesn't get in the way, and then move the edge that is solved back up so you don't break anything, and then just finish the cross. Once you finish the cross, the next step is to do the first layer. So from this point on, you're going to turn the cube upside down and we'll be working from here. So you're going to find a corner piece that has white on it. So I picked this one, and you want it in the top layer. If it isn't already in the top layer, what you want to do is do this algorithm. So find the slot that you want to do this to and do this. Right side up, the top face clockwise, the right side down, and the top face counterclockwise. That should bring it to the top. Then you need to find where this corner piece needs to go. So this has white, red, and green on it. So find the spot where it needs to go. So this is white, red, and green. So it needs to come over here. So what you're going to do now is just repeat that algorithm that I showed you before until it goes into the right spot. So I'm just going to keep doing this until, there we go, now it's in. So you're just going to continue and repeat that with all the edges. So this one has white on top, but that won't change how you do the algorithm. So you just keep doing the algorithm, and then it solves. And then this one, that one took a lot, and then this one. You should only be doing the algorithm repeat 6 times. If you're doing it more than 6 times, you're probably doing something wrong. The next step is to do the second layer. To do the second layer, you're going to find an edge that doesn't have yellow on it, and then you're going to match it up with the side color. So this is red and red, so that's already good. And then you're going to move it away from where it needs to go, then move the slot that it needs to go to up, and then move the edge towards it, and then back down. And then you're going to rotate and move these two pieces away from where it needs to go, and then move the slot up, move it back in, and then down. And then that will do the second layer. And you just do that for all of them. The last step to solving the Rubik's Cube is to do the last layer. This part uses the most algorithms, and in my opinion is the hardest step, but you'll get through it. You can have 4 different cases for the first step that you need to do to the last layer. You can have the dot, the L shape, the line, or the cross. If you have the cross, then you have skipped this step because that's what this step is. You want to get the yellow cross. We're going to start with the L shape. So the L shape is when you have two pieces. One is facing towards you and one is facing to the right. So to make this into the cross, you're going to move the front side, the two front side pieces clockwise, and then do that trigger that I showed you before. So just do that and then reverse that front move, and then that gives you the cross. For the line, what you want to do is hold it horizontally and then just do the same algorithm, but instead of doing a wide front move, you're just going to do the one front move. So do the front move and then that trigger and then reverse the front move. And that gives you the cross. The last case and the hardest case is the dot. So to do the dot, you just want to do the line algorithm and then just do the L algorithm. And then that gives you the cross, and that's the cross step. The next step you want to do is align the cross. To align the cross, what that means is to get all the edges in the right place. So all these edges need to go in the right place. So the best case you could have is one edge is solved. So that is the best case. If you have two edges that's solved, I'll show you what to do after, but if you have one edge that's solved, just put it in the front and then do this algorithm. So you're going to move the right side up and then the top face clockwise, and then move the right side down, and then move the top face clockwise again, and then put it back in one smooth motion. If you don't solve it, then just do that algorithm again, and then that should solve everything. Now going into the case where you have two solved that are right next to each other, you're going to put one on the left and one in the back and do the algorithm. And if it doesn't solve it, then just do it again until you see that it does solve. The next step is to get all the corners in the right place. So I've started with one corner in the right place, which is actually the best case that you could get, other than all solved. But so it may not look solved, but actually it is in the right place. It's just not permuted. So this is yellow, blue, red. This is also yellow, blue, red. So if you have one solved, put it on the left, and then you're going to do this algorithm. So move the right side up, and then move this out of the way. Move the left side up, move this out of the way, and then put the right side down, and then you're gonna reinsert these two pieces, just like this. And then you're gonna align the cross again. That, if you had one solved, then that should have solved it. Then this is the case where you don't have any that's solved. So it doesn't really matter where you do the algorithm, just do the algorithm at least once. And then you should get at least one that solves, and then put it on the left, and then just do it again. And then I need to do it again. And then that should solve everything. The last step is to finish the cube off. So this is just solving the cube for good, and this is the last step. So you're going to turn it back to the white side, and then start at a corner that isn't solved, and then like fully solved. So I'm going to start here, and you're just going to do the trigger that I taught you when we did the first layer. So just keep doing it until you see it's in the right place. And this is the mistake that most people make. They rotate the cube instead of doing a down move. So you're going to move the down face until you get another unsolved corner, and you're just going to keep repeating that trigger until cube solves. And that is how to solve a Rubik's Cube. So I really hope this video helped you with your cubing and taught you how to solve the Rubik's Cube. Please, if this helped, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.